So on today's market review, we are mostly interested in SPY and Nasdaq because the others like XOM and oil obviously didn't work altogether well yesterday, and today we are going to focus mostly on a bullish pattern on the indices which could resume or continue on the upside, at least in the first hour of the market, depending on what happens in the FOMC minutes right at the midday, which is 12:30 a.m. Indian time. Uh, it will direct the market in one of either ways. Yeah, either it will bring down the market to the 450s, lower 450s, or below 450 as well, if there is definite and like adamant hawkish mentality in the FMC minutes. But that is not something one would expect, given the uh, uh, normalcy the Fed has shown in terms of like they have not been dovish, but yeah, they have not been very enthusiastic about mm, the alternative as well. So what we since we are not trading the second half, obviously we are going to focus on what might happen in the first half. So, like we expected yesterday as well, the market is going to pull back. In the preview yesterday, we spoke about like that 454 mark, 455 mark being reached because for SPY to target that yearly top at 459, 460 was going to be hard on in one leap. So from 451 going to 460 is not a smooth or easy task. And we expected yesterday as well to for SPY to do it in couple of or three maybe steps. So either we are in the middle step where the market is going to be very cagey at times today, or we are just going to test these lows. So these are all these yellow lines are buying levels. So 453.5 is a buying level. 452.5, 452.6 is our buying level. Again, the exact mark, which was 451.38 yesterday, is another buying level. But for the market to be coming to that low, we would like invite more caution on our part as well. But that does not mean the market is going to fall below again. So even to 454.5 in this zone, and this huge area of volume where the price traded uh, for 5 days, I think 4 days. This area after the long big gap up open last week on Tuesday. So that's what is expected, price to get confirmed in either of these levels. So how do you go on where the price is going to get stopped or get supported in this particular case? How do you go about that? So we follow the short term price actions. If we see the short term bars like 5 minutes or 1 minute bars getting where the price is in these areas getting resisted and closing above these levels. So those bars closing above these levels add to the confidence of the upside, or closing below these levels for consecutive bars add to the downside as well. So that's how we are going to trade SPY, which is not yet at the yearly top. So The yearly top, as we can see, is here at 459.44, which is still quite far away, and a pretty good target given the confirmations it got last year as well. So the Nasdaq is a QQQ ETF is trading at a yearly high, but SPY is not doing that yet. So that's the target for SPY. So the Nasdaq, on the other hand, has mm, has a little bit of a downer because of the exhaustions according to this Bollinger Band, and even in the RSI, even in the MACD. But its target, the Nasdaq should target the all-time highs now. It's not time to think about anything else, because there is no level uh, next for Nasdaq, mm, like before the all-time highs are targeted. So this 400 round mark and 408 all-time high is going to be targeted next if the upside move persists, which again is quite tricky at the moment because we are so far away from the 200-day moving average. But that that is often the case. But yeah, all which is also a cause for concern. So it's we are just trading uh, on that spectrum. If we are targeting something, there is obviously something working against us as well. So on the shorter term, in the 15-minute, as we can see, Nasdaq broke through. Yesterday, our level was 388, I believe, uh, which when this broke above, uh, uh, like 2 hours, 1.5 hour into the market. So this is where everything happened. So this move was the main move on the Nasdaq's part, uh, and I just yesterday I didn't want to trade it because that exact thing. It didn't have any clear targets in front of it, because that all-time high was already achieved. So uh, that's what made me cautious about Nasdaq as well. And obviously, I saw the Bollinger Band exhausted, the RSI being quite high. It was not above 70, but yeah, it was pretty close to 70 yesterday also. So that's what made me cautious as well. But since we have been like tracking higher again, so this is also the similarly is going to be set up as well. So these yellow are all our buying areas, 390, which is if the price is opening. I'll not be buying easily at this level. I need more like 388.5 or 388, below that. These areas I would be targeting more. I will not be buying at 390 at any rate. But yeah, if it breaks above yesterday's highs, I might be tempted to target a very short term buy. So these are the main st- trading targets today. But since oil has been pretty much stuck, and XOM is not doing that well, I might also target some shorts on the XOM side. But I would like to see the price action. I would like to see how it's trading, because it disappointed me a lot yesterday. I expected a good move on the upside, with the oil being obviously very strong, but it didn't happen. So I would watch it closely, and if there is a trade there, at the moment, in the moment, I might take it. Otherwise, I'm not going to disturb it too much. But one other trade is the Nvidia earnings trade. which is pretty interesting. But I would be targeting this area, 500 round area for buys on the calls for the earnings only, and only earnings. So since it is in the after hours, we can just wait, buy and watch. I'll not be putting too much amount of in it, maybe 2k or 5k, maximum 10% of the count. But yeah, it's a quite good trade, because if we go back to uh, the previous earnings, Nvidia has not disappointed the market in a long time. So if we go at any point of time, it has given us a lot. Even in this rate earnings in November 2022, price obviously went up. Uh, and since it's a pretty high increase as well, from 13k to 13 billion to 16 billion is high earnings. EPS going from 2.70 to 3.36 is a pretty steep upside as well. It is a pretty interesting thing to target. But yeah, I would wait for the correction, and try to get in as low as possible, because yeah, it's already a risky trade, because as you see, the price is exhausted, RSI exhausted, everything is exhausted in this stock, like the Nasdaq as well. So it's already trading at an all-time high. It's pretty tricky. So that's about it. These are the four things I wanted to talk about, and I will trade next. Okay, bye.